Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Dark Pool Algo, and thanks for joining me on a Friday after our session. We're going to review the stocks and options that we'd picked earlier in the week for our weekend watch list. We're going to use the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade algorithm. It's software that Flow Trade provides. It usually shows us what's going on with the market before it really happens. So every week, I sit down and spend a couple hours on the Saturday and Sunday going through stocks and options, trying to find bullish divergence for the weekend watch list. One thing that I felt like we needed to do was a follow-up video at the end of the week to see how our picks worked out, just so that our viewers get an understanding of if the divergence is called out on Sunday, maybe it doesn't happen on Monday, Tuesday, by Wednesday, they're getting a little discouraged and they forget about it. The divergence takes anywhere from 2 hours, 2 days, to 2 weeks to 2 months. Like, there's no time frame on when divergence plays out. We can just give a very educated guess as to the direction, and usually that, combined with some technical analysis, we were able to pick some pretty good plays for the week. So it's going to take us a few minutes. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible. I know you guys like to keep these videos under 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time going into the algo on this video. This is going to be more of a results. Just so that you're aware, we picked Etsy, Pins, BILI, CrowdStrike, and Clorox for our picks for last week. So let's jump right into it. First, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. All right, let's go. All right, welcome back. So one thing on my list is to redo the intro video. We're going to work on that. I'm going to get a new camera, probably adjust the setup a little bit. So with that being said, I'm looking at Etsy right now, and so we got to go back to Monday, right? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So when we called out Etsy, this was the data that we had. We had indicated that there was pretty much some nice, strong, consistent buying, that there was consolidation and support at the bottom of the daily bottom of the daily color channel, right? So we were looking for an upside. We were looking for a break of 190, right? Break of 190, putting us up to 194, and potentially move up to 200. That was the information that was provided. So Monday morning, obviously, it opened up really strong. This is a 1 hour chart too, by the way. Let me just make this bigger. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Now everybody can see what's going on. So this is the 1 hour chart. So we opened up Monday strong, came up. Obviously, there's an opportunity on a pullback to get in. Could have rode the play up to about 192. So we were looking to get in at the break of 190. Right, which would have been at the 34 EMA. We had a break and a close above the 34, consolidated through to the next day. So 2 days of consolidation, and then on the third day we popped. We popped hard. We actually went up. So if you would have got in, I got to figure out the best way to do this. Don't exactly know. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll just do this. Hey, there we go. And then I can do some measuring. All right, so I've got a measurement tool. Where did it go? Right there. So if you'd gotten in on that break of 190, which is this level here. All right, so looking for a break at 190. If you'd gotten in and held, you would have caught this run here, right? $16, 8.5%, 3 days, right? That would have obviously been the correct play. You would have hit the 1618 extension, which would have been, obviously, we call exits usually at, start scaling out at 127, 1414, and then finally, if something hits the 1618, it's a pretty good time to start taking some profits off, right? At that point, you could have played the downside, the down. You could have played the down play as well. So that was Etsy. I would say Etsy was a pretty good success. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pins now. All right, I'm looking at pins. So we started off, we would have alerted this play on Sunday, right? We would have alerted this play Sunday night at some point, and let's see. So pins was similar to Etsy, support at the base of the daily and 4-hour Keltner channel bottoms. Looking for a move to 50% retrace would have been 67. Monthly point of control. So we were looking to get to 63. Obviously, pins failed follow through. Pretty much just chopped all week. Excuse me. Right, never really got above pre-market high or pre-market low for, let's see, this would have been Fridays. So we would have never really got out of this channel. So I would say pins is still a valid play. However, it chopped for an entire week. So this is just massive compression happening after a massive sell-off. So while there may be some opportunities, I'm just going to sit on the sideline. I'm going to set a nice little alert here, right? That as soon as pins gets above massive breakout, is that what we're going to call it? Right, breakthrough. I've got a nice alert there set now, so if pins ever breaks through that channel that it's been in, I'll get an alert, I'll come back in and look at it. I believe it's a pretty valid setup, especially if it's going to be consolidating and a break to the upside. I feel like there's at least a move back to 66, maybe even 67, which is the 200 SMA. All right, pins failed follow through. We're going to move on to BILI. Now keep in mind we had played BILI the week before pretty hard. We'd gone back and forth with BILI quite a bit. We caught this explosive move here from 78 to 95. So yes, we were trying to double dip, and it didn't really work out well for us because we never had more of another failed follow through. So looking at BILI, let's see. Just looking at things here real quick. We would have alerted, right? This is when we would have set the alert. If you would have caught the rip Monday at the open, then yeah, I believe you could have probably got it. Let's see what the review was for. So, all right, Wu-Tang pattern reversal on the 130-minute chart bounces off the bottom of the weekly and the 4-hour Keltner channel. So we were sitting here when we opened, looking for a move back to the daily cloud of at least 90, which would be this level here. So we probably would have opened, caught that little $90 move, maybe held on to 92.50. MACD and RSI neutral increasing, break above 97.50 puts back into the monthly cloud. So if we had gotten back up into this 97.50 area here, then we would have definitely continued to rip. So with BILI, I'm going to say if you would have caught this play at the open, right, a nice $5 move, about 7%, or you could have caught, you could have caught the pullback move, right, from the high to the low for about 11.5%. So I'm going to consider BILI a 50-50 just because there was an opportunity to catch the play to the $90 level, which is what we had called out. So I had mentioned the $95 level if we had gotten above that, which we did not. So, all right, moving on. So we are 1.5 to 1. Ooh, CrowdStrike. All right, moving into CrowdStrike. All right, so for CrowdStrike, obviously we have massive opportunities. We've got trend lines all over the place. We played this one back and forth. So CrowdStrike on Sunday would have been here. Yeah, in this one. So we're looking at, this is Sunday night. Alright, so CrowdStrike, let's go back to the 618, bounce off of the trendline support. So yeah, this is the area here that we're looking at. Just getting zoomed in a little bit on it so y'all can see. Alright, so we're talking about playing this move here. Okay, so the monthly VWAP magnet at 259 was a target. So our target was 259, which would have put us in this level here. So we're trying to get to that little green level there at some point in the week. Looks like we did it. So nice bullish divergence on the 15-minute chart. 4-hour Keltner channel was providing support. Look for the 259 target. So if we'd gotten in at any of these opportunities, probably a breach and retest of this longer term trend line, we would have been able to get out at the 618 retracement, which is up in here. So let's just say that we got in on this pullback here. That's after hours. We would have came back down. So we could have sold out at 2.5%, which probably would have been, if we would have gotten in there, I don't think any of these dips would have broken our stop loss percentage. You know, getting in off of the break of, you know, off of the touch of a trend line, right? I do a 25% stop loss for the premium paid. I'm assuming I may have stuck into this play. All right, let's just say we panicked and got out here. We would have gotten about a $5 move. However, if we would have continued to hold because our analysis was good at support, which is that support level, we could have gotten out at another $11 move, right? Another 4.5%. So I'm going to call that a win. So we've got 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Moving into Clorox. Now Clorox definitely failed follow through. Okay. I don't know what happened and why I misread this chart as much as I did. I don't know if it was earnings or something like that, but obviously we got in. So we called it here. This is where we did our analysis, and let's see what the analysis said. Okay. Just completed the 3rd leg and should be holding its point of control on the month to date above the 200 SMA, below VWAP, so move back up to that, which should be pretty easy. Right. Target of 184.55. Definitely failed follow through. Definitely failed follow through. For our Kelt's support and a weekly mid is resistance. That 182 on the way back to the 4-hour top of 186. So we basically ran into massive resistance. Something had happened overnight that caused a massive drop off. I don't believe we would have ever gotten into this play, right? So it would have been a break of 182 to play the move to 184.55. 182 is this level here. So we never got an opportunity. We wouldn't have traded this because it never broke above our entry point. So yeah, we've got, so what's that? 1 loss, 2 washes, and 2 wins. It's not bad, especially for such a choppy week. So with that being said, I will be live tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and do a watch list building session on Saturday. We'll get it, do a deep dive. We'll get it posted up on the website for our weekend watch list and post it out in our newsletter. And so yeah, make sure if you like this content, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so every time I do one of these, y'all get notified. Stay green, my friends, and have a good weekend.